Ponfon, talk to me about Janus and Smite 2. Oh, let me make sure.
So we can get a few things out of the way. He is a pure intelligence scaler.
Which kind of makes sense. Like,
makes sense,
does he do anything physical at all? Like,
Yeah.
what would strength even do? Like,
we actually
he throws his balls harder.
Yeah.
Like,
we did try and look at a few different ways to give him hybrid scaling, but it just felt like he is such a typical like ability mage. It just felt good to make him pure intelligence. We have looked at some +1s. We didn't look at giving him more aggressive +1s, but every single time we tried, we ran into issues with like his flow just kind of broke down and didn't work as well. Like one example of a thing we tried to do is like make it so that his like his standard ability combo is you one someone, put a 3 underneath them, and then you 2 them so that you land all that stuff at once. We were like, well, what happens if we like make it so that you can do them in a different combo order, and like the flow just kind of broke down. So we focused mostly on ways to make his current existing kit have a lot of quality of life improvements, and also just some plus fun things that felt restrictive from before.
Awesome. Well, let's get right into it. And I guess the place to start is the passive. So let's talk about passages. Whenever you pass through a portal or a threshold, your next ability deals bonus magical damage
equal to 20% of your intelligence.
I don't have any
which
items
you have
yet.
none.
Yeah, no items, so the +1 here is that this actually stacks to 2 times, and so this will actually mean that you consume them in the order that you deal damage.
Nice,
it's not
cool.
like your 2 will take 2 of them to deal 40%. It's your abilities that follow up will each take 1 to do that bonus damage.
Right.
We just felt this was useful for the times where like Janus, especially like traveling to a fight, he'll be able to enter that fight with 2 stacks of them and have a more immediate upfront pressure. When he ults across the battlefield, he'll have more immediate upfront pressure. It just gives like a nice +1 to his flow, gives him some more damage. And we can probably talk a little bit about his ult just ahead of time, which is his ult previously had this passive penetration on it, and I know we've had a lot of discussion about penetration as a whole. We removed that, put it somewhere else, and then adjusted his kit around to have just generally some more scaling to make up for the fact that that passive penetration's gone. So you should just notice that you generally deal a bit more damage up front,
Right.
and obviously passages stacking up to twice contributes to that.
And he's been swinging in our playtest.
Oh, yeah.
Not today when I played him, because I'm a very bad honest. But normally he's been swinging in our playtest.
Yeah, if you can land the combo, he chunks.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's
Yeah,
talk about
I had a weird bug today because I was playing with weird settings, but that will be fixed before it actually goes live.
Yeah.
So.
Sweet. All right. Portal is up next. The 1. So you open a portal on a surface. Of course, portals on the wall you can pass through. Portals on the ground banish you and enemies upwards, dealing damage on landing.
Yep,
So,
this ability works exactly as you expect it to. The VFX are super gorgeous. Shout out to Arthur who did
Yeah,
a ton
these
of the
look
work
great.
on
Dude,
this.
Arthur just kills it repeatedly.
Janus' VFX code, like it was so cool to see like every single piece of it. We still have a few small things working on like camera stuff, but other than that, like this is the portal you know and love. You can see that we also like there's just a lot of things about him that we had to like get right in bringing him over. Like the fact that the targeter has to show like its end location and there's a tether between them and they have to render behind the walls appropriately.
Right,
So like
yeah.
getting all that feedback right was like a pretty hard work for him. But yeah, it's the portal you know and love.
I just love like the basiness of all of his abilities.
It's
Oh,
so
yeah.
sick.
right. It's just like satisfying.
We also haven't talked about how shiny he is now. Like look
I
how
know,
shiny
right?
he
Look at
is.
all the he's glistening.
Yeah, and that's kind of a general art thing that we're working on. In general, we feel like our metallic materials are not shiny enough in like just they should be. So that's something that we are working on in general. It does require individually touching each character, so not every character is going to have shiny metal immediately, but that's something we're working on.
Sweet. All right, the 2 is up next. Unstable Vortex. You launch 2 linked portals, dealing damage to enemies in their path. Hitting an enemy with both portals, of course, deals the bonus magical damage.
Yep. Again, pretty straightforward ability. It's the one you know and love. We tried adjusting a few things about it, and it generally just didn't feel like it was that great, so we just kept it as is. The one thing I know some people have wanted was the removal of the tether in between, and
We talked about it.
We've
Yeah.
talked about it. One is we just kind of learned that like over time, like these are +1s people have grown to like and accept, and this is part of the Janus character. Removing them ends up just making some people like upset that like a piece of their character that they've known is now gone.
Yeah.
Plus, we think that there's still plenty of like this is still a very unique shape. The fact that like you can dead zone onto the left or right of it, where like it kind of wiggles in, but that's like your sweet spot for damage. Like,
Yep.
of
course I
like,
would.
That was me in playtest today mostly.
like that's an area where you can still dodge. We didn't think removing a component would feel super compelling for him, so we kept it there.
Nice. And of course, as Kilgun mentioned, all the audio sound effects and the visual effects just look super sick.
Yeah,
Yep.
the two also is like using our Smite tech, which means we also got like super nice particle ribbons and everything. It just looks cool.
Yeah, it looks awesome. All right, Threshold is up next, the 3. So, of course, you unleash a rift on the ground. If you pass through it, you get some movement speed
Yep.
for you and your allies. But, of course, if an enemy passes through it, they are slowed.
Yes, and the +1 for this is if they are they're considered phased when they're
Phased,
slowed. That was like the
yes.
key word that was there. So I leveraged that keyword, and what phase means for this is that you as Janus will deal damage as if they have 25% less magical protections on them.
Nice,
So
awesome.
this is a way to get your actual magical protection shred rather than it just being passive on your ultimate. It's now more active, and the number's actually stronger.
You can see Ymir has that little visual effects on him touching the portal.
Yep.
To indicate that he is phased and will take some bonus magical damage as well.
Yep, and so the damage there is just, like if you just 2 them now, like that's like 268, and you 3 them 2, that's gonna be like 290 something.
Yep.
Yeah. So like that's the ignoring like a base amount of 25% magical protections.
Nice. All right, and then last but not least, iconic ultimate from Smite 1.
Dude,
so
this is
many
like-
hype plays from Smite's history with this ability.
You almost stole the Gold Fury today. It was
Yeah.
like, it
I was
so-
really close. I was really close, and then
was
you
very
killed me.
close.
Yeah.
But you know, it's fine.
But we are, of course, are talking about Through Space and Time. So this is your tried and true global ultimate. If you're sniping people from super far away, you're dealing extra damage.
Yes, and this actually is where most of the +1s are actually situated. So one +1 for this ability is that the maximum damage it could deal was limited to 75% of someone's health. We think if you can snipe someone that far away, let's let it snipe.
Right.
Towards the end of the game today, the tooltip on my ult said that it would deal 1,800 damage at max
Oh
range.
my goodness.
So
Yeah, that's the combined if you actually get the max skill, which is pretty hard. It's a
Yeah.
pretty high distance. That one we think is just cool. It is helped by one other +1, which is the ultimate will no longer, it has like a max range, like at 80 meters, it will stop creating portals. We just remove that. If it's still in the map, it'll still create
Nice,
portals the
that's
full
awesome.
distance that it travels.
and you're probably not going to be fast enough to run all that way yourself, but maybe
Yeah.
you can help an ally on the other side of the map. With
Or your
them,
whole
or-
team gets a Stampede plus Regress
Just a
Riders
drop
and
ship, you know?
Threshold, and you just do all the things. Like maybe. But we just thought like if the projectile's traveling, you create the portals, which means also enemies will see that portal appear to them right before the ult happens. Without that tell, it can sometimes actually be really, you just get hit by it without
Yeah.
even realizing.
You're like,
but-
what did I just get hit by?
Yeah, but the portals appearing does make it more useful. We do need to also get it to show on the map. That's just a bug right now.
Yeah.
As someone noticed in chat. And then, yeah, so it lost the damage cap. It can travel its full distance. And we thought there was like one other kind of cool synergy that he could have as the God of Portals, which was he self-banishes, but you can CC immunity to get rid of the banish. Why not let his ultimate just let him out of it? Like, he can just exit it immediately. So if you banish yourself and want to get out of it, or you banish yourself because like an assassin jumped on you and you want to try and like wombo them right as you land, bam, you just get to do it.
Very cool.
We have a camera glitch there that obviously makes it less smooth than it should be, but
Yeah.
we're also working on ironing that out. So we felt that was like that just lets him have more control as the God of Portals about his own portal banishment.
I'm going to back and see if I can get a max range, you know?